A few weeks ago, I started a new project, recreating Steamland from the Netflix show Disenchantment. So far, I've built a starter base and an iron farm. The base currently has one slight downside though. It's just a shell. To fix this, I want to build the ultimate create workshop and my biggest storage room ever. All this so that I can continue expanding this city. If you don't want to miss that, make sure to subscribe and leave a like as it helps the channel out. This base in here is absolutely massive, so I want to divide this project into 3 different phases. Phase 1 will be the basement, preparing for a reworked guardian farm and some storage components. Phase 2 will move us up to the main room where the actual storage will be along with all the create components. The final phase will be the city's control room right at the top of the starter base. I've already moved and improved my temporary create setup from spawn to my base, currently on a floating stone platform. And I've also already done a bit of material gathering because, well, there's a lot of it. Interiors require a lot of resources. Still though, I don't have quite everything we need. First off, let's grab this. Heading down into the mines where it's time to use the drill. Back at the surface, we've got a bit of tough, not as much as I would have hoped for, but hopefully it does look like it's going to be enough for what I want to do. Plus, yeah, we do have a little bit of extra in here. First of all, I want to make 12 stacks of cut tough. Make some slabs out of that as well. And cross those off the list. Let's see. 8 stacks of polished tough. Chaz and Theo decided to install the copper and tough backport from 1.21. And I absolutely love these tough blocks, so I'm going to be using them everywhere now. Throw all of this in the box as well. And that should be all of the tough things. Nope, never mind. Wait, do I even have enough now? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I missed it. Oh no. The ice and, well, the green cage lamp plus some wood requires me to head north. Or, well, technically the wood doesn't, but the other things do, and there are trees up here. And there we have it. Over in the distance, our old growth spruce forest. I will say the regular bigger spruce trees that Tectonic gives you do add a lot of ambience and makes this biome feel very different to a normal forest. Now I'm specifically looking for sweet berries and yes, the mountain. And we do have some sweet berries down there. We'll go back for them in just a second. We should be able to find some quite easily. But yes, this is what I need, an ice patch. And that is of course to get the ice we need. The reason I'm gathering some ice is because I want to make some more vanilla ways of transporting the items, just because belts are very, very laggy, and I want to try to save on that lag. And this right here should definitely be enough. Missed the trees, I spotted ourselves some sweet berry bushes, and we can also use this place to cut down some trees. This right here should keep being the keyword, be enough wood. Arriving back at the platform, just gotta craft up a few final things. And these smithing tables finishes off the material gathering for the basement. The basement is the smallest part of this interior too. Oh boy. Materials in this contraption now. Let's sneak our way inside. Where I should have a door right over here. Yeah. Where I recently spent some time tearing down the guardian farm. It was working really well, but it was also really, really laggy and, well, a bit inefficient. So I want to rebuild it. Not only that, but it was also encroaching on the basement space. So I've just gone ahead and torn it down there and we'll fix it in the future. Not sure when that will be. But for now, I have these 4 vaults here and they're pretty much filled. So I myself, I'm good on Prismarine for a while. I'm not entirely sure where I should start this, but I think I'm going to start in the middle with the most bottom part. And our middle should be located, well, round about, yep, right here. So we're going to extend out some glass from the center point. And this is because I want to see down into the guardian farm eventually. We're going to turn this into a circle and fill it in. around this, let's get a trim of dark oak, dark prismarine stairs. This room is going to be our prismarine storage as well, and that's kind of why I want you to be able to see the farm below. Then off of this, I have some sea lanterns at hand, which we definitely don't want to create a mob farm up here because we already have our guardian farm. I'm just going to get this in on all 4 sides. With this in, we need a way to get up and down here, and I think staircases are going to be a little clunky, so water fits with the theme, and it's going to allow us to get up and down. Then in the corners behind these, I want to extend up some dark prismarine cobbled, even dark prismarine. Back down at the bottom, I want to kick us off with polished tuff in the corners. Nope, not cyan terracotta. Leaving a lot of space here in the middle, as that's where our storage is going to go. As for right now, I just want to get us up and over this. Well, up and over might be the wrong word, but I want to get us up off the floor in here and start the next basement level. This now is going to go up with some polished tuff on the edges, and then we're going to bring up the cyan terracotta inside of this. Of course, connecting these up here, and then we can bring this down maybe 3 blocks. Yeah, the vault will go there, and some cyan terracotta on the sides of that. To be repeated on the 3 other walls. From the center point, I next want to extend out first of all the floor plan for some corridors, for encasing those in deep slate mixed with basalt, finishing them off with a roof made out of smithing tables and copper bulbs. And these are the bulk of the basement, and if there's some walls missing, well, we're gonna add some functionality in here, but we'll do that in a little bit. As for right now, I'd like to work on one of the side rooms, kicking us off with the floor using polished and regular tuff. Then in the corners, I want to bring up some vertical stairs, which I'm covering with deep slate brick, along with extending out a trim at the top. I've added some walls in, ready for us to start the first functional element of this interior, which is going to involve a lot of chests, as this room will house our non-sorted items. The way this room will work is a chute right here at the top of a chest row, accepting full stacks of items that will come into the room using a belt line. With a roof in, I've got one final addition to add with an andesite catwalk to get us out and into the room. But let's head across the basement, where I've already built up an identical room where I want to add in even more functionality. But first, a catwalk going across, bringing us all the way over to this wall, where I want to bring out our cage lamps. Red one goes on top, redstone lamp in the middle, and then a green one at the bottom. Lever on that, and we can flip those on. Now it's on, and now it's off. So this is going to be our flush mechanism for overflow items. And it might be a little hard to explain exactly what that is. Basically, what we're going to have here is 4 giant vaults. Now, these are probably way bigger than they need to be, but that's besides the point, because I kind of wanted the room to look massive in a sense. We're adding some chutes onto these to add up to a second layer of vault. Okay. That goes across the top right up here. Right up at the top here, I just want to add in a smart chute, which is the input into this entire room. Extend this across, and basically what's going to happen, stuff is going to go into this vault, down into this one. And if we head below all of this, there's some holes down here. I brought some belts around right over here, and this one's going to go all the way back to this point over here. We'll add in a smart chute and a redstone link on that. This redstone link is going to connect up to this redstone lamp up here in the lever inside. I don't have any things to hook them actually up right now, so they'll just be there. This little segment right here is also going to have a smart chute, but along with that, a redstone torch and its responding link. Where did how did I loot? I had 3 links. I swear I had 3 links. Right, and crafted another one. I really don't know where this bear. I could have sworn I had another one, but I'll place that in right there. And I actually grabbed a red dye, which will add to the top with a vault. This second chute on here connects up to this belt, which will route up and into the storage again. So how this exactly works is these vaults hold items that we already have sorted. When I flip the lever up there, this chute is going to close. This one's going to open, meaning that these items will all go and be sorted another round. And the reason we close this chute right here is because we don't want to infinitely sort these items over and over again if the chests are already full. So this chute right here will block the items that we've already tried sorting again to be sorted again and again and again, which gives me an indication when it's all done and I can turn it off. Hopefully that explanation wasn't too confusing. The important part is that the system works. And to complete it, I need to add in the water streams, both for the items that don't have a chest to be sorted into and the stream that brings overflowing items into the vaults. And with that and some staircases in, I think we should probably finish off the main room in the basement, where it's first of all copper time, where we have this main railing and then some copper catwalk stairs on the ends like this. This is where those water elevators are gonna go, and then we cover the middle with a regular railing. I want to eventually get a chandelier in this room, but I picked a few exotic materials, so we'll have to wait because I need a beacon. Finishing up our water streams here, or water elevators, with some copper and blue stained glass. I really think the blue and the copper together looks really nice in here. Obviously we need the vaults and everything down here, but I'm gonna fix that in the future when I'm actually fixing the guardian farm. Back up here, let's get some slabs and stairs, working our way towards the middle, just as something to also support the roof and make it not as flat. We'll have to get some temporary blocks working into the middle to get our chisel tough, and then connect a staircase back out to here. Well, a stair, not a staircase. Above this, these empty areas, we'll just fill in with smithing tables for now, or well, for forever. On the inside, it now looks something like this, where we're gonna have a chandelier in the middle and then the storages and stuff down here, but this room is turning out really nice. To finish off the basement, we need to connect that belt up. First step of that is going to be creating a half circle kind of thing, filling the middle in as well. Our side of this is going to include some item vaults, and I'm afraid this one is going to be just a little long, so it has to be 2, but I should have some drains to combat that, where all we need to do is add in oh, I'm too close to this actually. That here, 2 brass funnels leading out into another 2x2 vault, out right there, and andesite funnels in right here. And then we got to connect this up still, and a bunch of andesite funnels going in right here. Ooh, boy, if we just give these 2 sources back here, this entire thing should be covered in water. And next touch is chutes, covering the entire top side of this. And you might be able to guess what all of this is for at this point. Couple of stairs above this, bordering the chutes off. We're actually just about exiting the basement and starting work on the actual factory storage room floor, whatever you want to call it. And this right here in the middle is the input to the storage itself. Eventually, I want to add shulker box compatibility to this, but since we don't have shulker boxes yet, I've skipped it for now. But oh, that's actually getting a little annoying. Thank you. Please let me build in peace. But all we should need to do now is just throw items in here, and that's going to end up on that belt, which is going to go into the storage right over there. Might as well add in the final little chute. Out around this now, let's start working on that said floor with our cut tough. And this is why we needed so much of it, because this floor is going to pretty much cover the entire inside of the starter base, as I wanted to give the main room a very open feeling with a lot of machines working and things happening to make it feel full. Fill the middle with some water, and this is the base floor for the entire create workshop. Now I just need to fix these 2 holes up by adding in a bit more deep slate. Decided to switch away from the polished tough and get a few darker accents up here, just for a bit of variation across the levels. On these sides right here, I just want to add hay bales with a copycat board on top of that. Soul sign goes in the middle, and then target blocks on these because I thought it would be funny. Basically, since I have the hay bale, I can take a fall from very high up there in what's going to be the control room / office, and I can fall all the way down here, and the soul sign gonna get me up. And I decided on having 2 of these entrances on either side, or well, 1 on either side. Heading back to the temporary storage, I want to get started on phase 2 of this interior, the middle part, which will be the actual create workshop and my storage room. I've already got a lot of resources, so I want to craft these down into all the create components we need. It took over an hour, but here we have a box filled of goodies. I will admit, my biggest downside with the create mod is definitely the amount of time it takes crafting, as it's a mod that's meant to very much eliminate being in interfaces a lot, but you just spend a lot of time in crafting interfaces. We'll definitely have to automate as many of these as possible in the future. But I also threw together some other stuff that I already had access to, and we still have a checklist with a fair bit of other things. First of all, I'd like to take a quick fight over to the iron farm. Yeah, we need to get the roads in here. I just need to get a few more buildings around because I don't really want to move them. But we will grab industrial iron. And I decided to use a ton of different just catwalk blocks. I'm easily gonna need probably 5 stacks maybe. I actually don't even think that's gonna be enough. Get an extra 2 because I need a lot of catwalks and all of those use 2 stacks each. While that's progressing, we can craft a bunch of trapdoors and then a bunch of supports, as this room is going to be very big and I still want to make it feel like it's being used because, well, the starter base is massive and I definitely don't need all that space to create a create workshop, but I have it and I want to try to make it feel very, very grand. This should be able to be crafted into sheet metal, and that should be the industrial iron items off the list. Sadly, the design and decor mod is kind of broken, so metal support and diagonal metal support can't be crafted at the moment, so we'll have to skip on those. Looks like I need to head back to the iron farm. I need more regular iron now. This iron here needs to be turned into some riveted loco metal because on the main structure here on the outside we use these supporting arms, and I want to use those pillars on the inside as well to make it feel supported, but I need to change these to slashed. Before we do leave the base and grab up these things, I have a bronze saw and a hydraulic press that I need, and these are just machines that are upgrades of these two and do a stack at a time, and the hydraulic press is probably the easier one of the two. Hopefully this doesn't fail. It should just be repeating these items though. There's a 25% chance it fails. Here we go. Oh, okay, we got it. This together with hydraulic casing, which is just a double encased copper casing. And what's that final thing? A block of bronze, which we also need for the bronze always. Okay. We're gonna need a bit of bronze. I should have tin, although I've not mined any tin. I should have tin. I have tin. Good. We obviously have copper and we have zinc, so that's not an issue. The superheated part is an issue, though. And I honestly can't really be bothered setting a system to make the blaze cakes up here. We're gonna do a bit of thievery. Well, maybe I wouldn't call it thievery. We're just gonna borrow some machines. Hello there, gal. Yeah, see, he has a bronze saw. He must have set up for this. And he has a hydraulic press as well. Where are your blaze cakes, though? Ooh. No, okay. I can't take that. You're not... Okay, I guess he doesn't have any extra blaze cakes. Let's make our crust then. And I mean, you have to have... Yeah, there we go. Lava spout. Thank you. Just gotta give this to here. Almost hit the wrong one. Throw these in. And we need... Yeah, we definitely will have. Okay, good. Perfect. 40 bronze. Which means we can even craft a hydraulic press in Gout's base. I'm not so sure what's so special about that, but well, we did it. Before fully heading back to base, I just want to stop at spawn and cut down a few mangrove trees. Are we back here? Can strip one of these down, put that as a filter, and get ourselves a bunch of strip mangrove. We got the hydraulic press now just for this, which actually shouldn't be that hard at all. Get a casing. And then how did you make the steel? Oh, okay. Charcoal and... industrial iron? I guess it is made in a heated basin and I can't be bothered flying over there for 2 of them, so we'll throw these 2 in here, heat the basin, throw that in there, and we have steel. Okay, and this should make us our bronze saw. Okay, maybe it's time to address these now. I need 300 chests. I'm gonna hope I have enough wood, but I doubt. No, I definitely will, right? 2 stacks, 4 stacks. Yeah, okay, we're good. This just leaves the end rods. I also need some end rods for the basement, and this is where I'm about to do something illegal. Now, I was put in a predicament yesterday, and I had to use 16 ender pearls, and I need more. So we should probably level up a cleric because I have a lot of emeralds. Because we added a mod to the server where you can, with create, automate villagers. And I have a little bit of emeralds. Just, 32,000 emeralds. So emeralds really isn't a struggle. And I could have more because I only have 4 out of, I think, 12 villagers up there. So we could have almost 100,000 emeralds had I had all of them. All right. Let's grab you. We will put you in here for now. There we go. I think I grabbed a few too many emeralds. That's fine. It's fine. Ooh, a closer trade is actually pretty nice. There's a chance you don't get it. What? Oh, man. And yeah, good. End pearl sorted. We just need to, huh? What? Why is Sarochi's base gone? Is his spawner still here somewhere? No, my easy blaze burners. And I mean, closest neighbor, who I was definitely not just stealing from all the time. No. I am so confused. What on earth? His boat is gone too? What? I guess I am going to the nether. I might as well try to find a blaze spawner and give it to myself. By that, I mean, of course, bringing it home. Although, now that I think about it, this is probably the place where the other people have grabbed their spawners from, which isn't great for my bidding, is it? Okay, if the map is correct, there should be another spawner, and it should be right around this corner. Okay, maybe landing here isn't a bad idea. Yes, okay, there is one there. Right, I will go and grab that in a second, but I do need a beacon for some decorative purposes, so I might as well try to see if I can get another skull or two, because I saw a lot of skeletons up here. 1,000 years later. I'm not seeming to get any luck, so I guess we'll come back in the future, because we are alone on the server right now, and you know, I am about to do something highly illegal. But before we do leave, I would like to get a few more blaze rods so I don't have to spawn them at home. There we go. Okay, 13 should be enough. Let's join that. Carry on mod coming in clutch. All right. Up. Time to get towards the plane. Can I get... Ooh, I can get in the plane with the spawner in my hand. Okay, good. Now I just gotta maneuver my way out of the fortress. Okay. I think we're on our way home then. I'm gonna guess that you can move these through a portal. Oh yeah, that's not a problem at all. Finished preparing a few other things, just like an ender chest and a couple of blocks. One slight problem though. There's people on the server. So, I'm just gonna hope that they... Oh, great, another one. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. I want the end rods. I need the end rods. Oh, actually, before we set off, we need to craft up a couple of eyes of enders. And we need to see which direction we're going. Oh, okay, that way. East. I made a little oopsie. And we've become a submarine. Might as well throw it out here in the ocean. Are we still going? Yeah, okay. Because we were in the coordinate range. We're not anymore for the first ring. But I'm guessing we're heading out to the second ring of strongholds now. Okay, we've crossed the threshold into 4,000 now. Which we should be somewhat in range for a stronghold here. In fairness, I actually don't really know how they generate. But from my limited knowledge, I think it should be between 4,000 and like 6,000 blocks away from 0, and looks like I passed it. Okay, maybe I was wrong. All right, we go back. 11 years of playing this game, I still don't quite know how finding a stronghold works. And oh, okay, so it's pretty much right here. Yeah, okay, I was very off. Oh. Okay, wait, it's going down. Oh, it's going down. Oh, we're here. Oh, okay. And I think straight into a gold vein. What? Oh, not fully lined up, I don't think. No. Waiting for a reaction. No reaction. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed there was no reaction. I kind of wanted a reaction to it. I was about to say that this feels like a very straightforward stronghold, but I was very wrong. I've been running around here for a bit now. Although, sadly, I do think this is a bugged one. Because I feel like... Yeah, wait, no, I've been in here too. There should be... I mean, something, right? Because I've been literally everywhere now. Wait, was this... Is this... Oh, this is it! Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been in this room. Okay. I don't know if this is useful. I really don't think it is. I'm just... Oh, boy. Okay. They're bound to notice this, right? Right? Oh, just gotta do it while the fuck is still there. Go, 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 go. Okay, the bell scares me so much. Okay, we have an end mod. Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. It's very, very dark out here. I see islands. Yes, this is what I want. Okay, technically, I could just grab a course plant, but I do want to just grab some emeralds because it's a lot easier. So I'd like to find a city. I'm not going to grab an elytra because that feels a little too illegal. Also, city. And there's no elytra. Perfect. Okay. I might snatch a shulker box or 5 though. There's a possibility I might do that. I don't think I'm gonna use them until I'm actually allowed to, but the emeralds. Oh, okay. We haven't installed my add-on here. 16 shulker shells and nearly a stack of emeralds. and it's time. I'm not grabbing the elytra. That is also something that feels a little too much. As glorious as this has been, I'd love to kill the Ender Dragon now and get back home. Also, the sword. Hello, it's a maxed out diamond sword, pretty much. I can't get back home. There's no way for me to get back home. I've made an oversight. I don't have an ender chest at my base. Okay, well, too late now. I will also grab some end stone because I'm not entirely sure when we will actually be going to the end again. And, well, I can't, can I? Each one of these gets me 4 end rods. So if I just mine a few of these, that should do me until we can travel back here. Because farming these is just so painful. Oh, right. And I can't forget the plane. The plane has to come with me. Okay. RIP my levels. Oh, boy. Ah, we're home. And now to solve our issue of not having an obsidian. Charles! Help! 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 Charles. You know, the part where I have an extra ender chest to get my stuff back. I don't have anything.
You're screwed. You're screwed, Stan. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Rip, Stamio.
I wish this mod, I wish you could access people's backpacks in this mod. Like
Actually, no, I could probably
sophisticated.
sort you out with an ender chest. I just need to wait for this. Unless you want to head to my base and just do it yourself.
I was there already.
Oh, now it's too
Fuck
much
you with the
work.
fucking sugarcane.
I went there first, and then I went to Charles, and well, Charles was poor. He didn't have anything.
Go to my base, take my stuff. And then
I didn't take anything. I wanted. You know. I didn't look. Can someone give me food? There's no resources to make one. I did look.
Did I just hit you?
No
I can
resources
give you...
to make. Okay, there's blaze rods, there's ender pearls.
Okay, well, in
all
your
you need is
base,
magma
can someone
to
give
cool
me
down.
a pickaxe for like 2 seconds?
No.
Yeah,
What? What?
Yeah, I don't
I
really
don't
want
trust
to.
that either.
What do you mean? Charles, nice friend.
I don't particularly want to give you a pickaxe.
Just for like a minute.
In fact, I think me and Charles are going to take a step back while these guys.
Oh my god.
My goons take their
Just like a minute,
Oh,
Gout.
I'm being taken care of. Oh, I'm actually dying.
Hey.
Sleep time.
Stamp.
Yeah. Okay, that's acceptable. Charles just went into the gut bucket.
That's acceptable. Really? That's
Thank you so
acceptable?
much. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Say yes, king.
No. Okay. Bye.
Well,
Thank you. Oh. Okay, I got back and got the magma, which means ender chest, and I can get my stuff back. Yeah, sadly not the levels though. I brought our items over into the interior, and every machine I could think of wanting, I've written down on this clipboard. And currently my plan is to fix all the create components and then build the walls in. I was about to start the fan here when I noticed I only had 3, and I need like 6. And the reason I think I have 3 is because I think I have 4. I just forgot to put them in the chest, like a very smart person. And this thing is so fast. If I could get like a kelp farm or some sort of a fuel farm set up and maybe get like a better engine for that, that might honestly be worth doing. But yes, 4 more fans. Perfect. And this is the corner I want to do it in. And the first thing I want to bring in is 6 barrels because I want this to be able to bulk process items, something that a lot of my systems in the past hasn't really been able to do. We do that, and then if we break away these tough blocks as well, we should be able to bring in some polished deep state in front of this. We can both access the barrels and we can throw items here if we really wanted to. Then for the bulk to work, we need to go 2 blocks above that and place another barrel. We continue this along. On the inside of these barrels, then we'll have our output funnels, which if we put items in here, we'll obviously drop them down and we'll set up some filters and everything once we kind of use them. And if you've played Create, you might be wondering, why do I have 6 of these? Because there's only 4. But in Dreams and Desire, they add 2 more, freezing and seething. I don't have a seething sail yet because this was the recipe, and honestly it just scared me, so I didn't even try. So that's something that I'll add in the future. I also really don't know what recipes you can do with it, so if you know what seething is used for, do let me know down below. Let's see, can I place... Well, I'd like you facing the other way, actually. I guess it doesn't really matter. That, we'll do splashing, haunting, smoking, and then I didn't make the blasting one either because I didn't have enough rubber, so we'll add that one later as well. But above this, obviously, our fans are going to go. We should probably also work in a bit of details, which is kind of why those doesn't matter which way they're facing. Got some copycat stairs right in here that run all the way over to this support, and then this can just have some local metal in it. Run it one block more this way as well. And we're gonna power this by running it to the side. And I have an extra fan, so I'm gonna use it here. Surely decorational. And probably not the smartest way to power these, but it will work. As if we place a water wheel right here, get that on top of that. This shouldn't show on the outside. Another one here, and then one final one out over here. Power the water wheels up and everything's spinning. We just need to add in the blasting and the seething over here, and well, that fan is just decorational. But that's the system working. Need to add, well, okay, with the filters it's working, but I will confidently say that we can cross that off the list. Next up is the bulk mixer and the mixer lava/water, and this is definitely the most complex area. I'm gonna move my storage over here because I'm gonna need a lot of blocks. Hop down a layer here, and the first thing I want to do is add in some encased chain drives. This is gonna go out varying amounts on these levels right here so that we can place in clutches on top of these. Let me see, I need some redstone torches as well. These need to be constantly powered, but they need to also have a redstone link, which we'll get in by putting this away. And this is going to be so that we can turn on heating and, well, off, because on top of all of these we're gonna have a cog. Pumps obviously go here, which that shouldn't power anything else. That should be good, actually. I need an extra pipe for this one here in the middle, but I can't place it there because that would power all of that. So we have to get this up along with extending that. And I think I filled the blaze burners this time. Yes, I did. Okay, which means pipes on top of all of these into blaze burners if we do want to heat them. And then basins on top of that. This one's going to go into the back of that as well. Oh, that's a... Wait, okay, we need to just encase this one. Then this one right over here is water. This one's going to be lava, obviously, and this one's just going to be a basin that doesn't have any special inputs. It's just a regular basin. But now it's time to sort out the bulk one back here. Figured out our input and output now, and I don't even have any belts. I'm really trying to save on belts wherever I can and make them as small as possible. So we're gonna have one leading up here, and then instead of having another one to actually funnel the items into that, let's use a bit of ice. Can't forget to cover the sides of this. But before we cover that other side, now actually we'll cover that other side now. Realizing I'm missing a depot, which we need to add in down here. We're gonna have an input funnel on the side of this, and there was way too little space to have two inputs to the mixers and then have the pipes feeding the blaze burners. So we're gonna have to use a mechanical arm here. Empty bucket there, and I guess we'll throw down an empty bucket on that just so that we have it. Then the blaze burners, we're going to do two of them right over here, wait, two, and then two more right here. So we have 4 mixers in total. Deposit items here, grab items from this one, deposit them there, and we should be able to just plunk it in right there. A little bit of clipping, but it works. We're not going to see this anyways. Get the water in, and then some chutes before we can finally get our basins in on top of these, which should have their output set on the sides. Perfect. I think I've got the belt work laid out. This was really complicated with the limited amount of space I had, but this should all work. We just need to add a couple of tunnels to split the items equally between everything, and then a couple of input funnels leading into the basins on both sides, of course. That should, however, be it. We need a second input because, well, I overlooked that. For these, instead of using builds, I got some item drains and, well, the funnels, which on the backside that will just be flung out, and that should work for us. Do the same thing right over here. Now I'm thinking about it, might have been good to use belts just because then the items wouldn't be just laying on the belt here if it gets full or something, but it's fine. And now it's come to the moment where we try and hook all of these mixers up. Love those. I've added some hoppers here on the front, but all of those obviously need power. And of course, we can't forget, I also want some redstone lamps. Probably right here. Wait, no, that's too far in on that one. Gotta follow the circle here. With those restrictions in though, let's get that in. These connected up. We need to run it over that one. And I guess cheapest will just be something like this. Well, not really, but this isn't more expensive because we need a redstone link right there. Continue this forward, out on that block, and out on this one over here. Redstone links, we might as well place them in right now. Those will obviously be connected up to the things down below. And this is the mixer setup, I think. I believe. I'm hoping. Just need some levers right here. Ooh, and can't forget the toolboxes and final barrels. Do barrels on these ones in here. Then this one's gonna be water, lava, and this one right here is normal. The toolboxes are a little annoying to work with, but I think they look good and you can very easily access the barrel behind them. And it kind of symbolizes, okay, this one's lava, this one's water, this one's just normal. Crossing 2 things off the list and let's build the next 3. And that finishes off basin, hydraulic press, and precision mechanism machine, which means we only have 4 things left, and the storage system. The storage system being the big part. Before we tackle those though, I want to do a bit more decorating, and the main thing I want to work on is filling this massive room. I'm working my way up in a few different areas with industrial iron catwalks, connecting them together and adding in a bit more space for create machines. And I think this is starting to show my vision of this room a little bit more. I want way more supports holding this up, but I want to get the walls in before that, so we gotta finish off the create components. But this right up here is also going to be the entrance, where I want to hook up a monorail between these two. And I think I've actually got to move one of these to the side. I think this one's going to be moved a block this way, but a monorail that goes and enters and leaves the starter base, and that's going to be my way in and out. And I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's going to be really, really cool. But I also threw in a couple of belts right over here where I want to make my bulk deployer setup. And I did think about it, and it might have been a smart thing to also get just a one-on-one deployer setup, but it's fine. If I need it in the future, I'll get it fixed then. I want to use some andesite funnels and chutes, where I think if we just put a chute up right on top of that, and then an andesite funnel over there, and our tunnels back here, that should be the top input sorted, simply with a chest there and a chest down here. We'll do it, I think, 1 block, so they're just right under each other, and my funnels leading out and out there. This will be routed and just right here, and that is pretty much the setup. Obviously decoration and some casing stuff, but I'm gonna fix that later once I actually get the walls in, because it's a lot easier to see where I want to place the decorations when the walls are in. But it's a lot easier to place all of the create components to go behind and in front of the wall when there's no wall. And that finishes off bulk deployer. Before we do the crushing wheel and millstone setup, I want to do the bronze saw. Should have everything I need, and this is a little out of the way, but there wasn't much space down here, and this gives me a reason to actually like use this space. And so what we'll do, we'll replace this torch with our saw. Then I found these industrial gears, which just have a really industrial feel to them. I mean, name is literally industrial gears. Run that over and into the wall. I'm also placing some of this on, I realized, but that's fine. Then let's get a metal girder up here. This is purely decorational, but just something that would hold the shaft down. Then belts on the side of these, and eventually we're gonna have barrels out here with some more decorations, but I don't really have those blocks yet because create design and decor was broken, and we've just recently fixed it, so I'm finally able to get some details that I want, but it will come a little later. We're just gonna slap 2 brass funnels on either side because I'm not entirely sure which side they come from. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But this saw basically can do an entire stack at a time. It's amazing, okay? Oh, I'm gonna get so many stripped logs. I'm really itching now to get the final details in, so let's just squash out these 2 final components. And millstone crushing setup done, I think. Millstone one is super simple. Just input items up here. Got some millstones back there, and then an output chest. This one is also pretty simple. Chest here. I need to get 1 more brass tunnel. I had 1 too little, which needs to go right here and on this block, so that we split them into 2. And then a lot of complicated belt work to get these 2 crushing wheels crushing the items. But I'm hopeful that all works, and then we have an output chest here at the bottom. That does also check off our 3 final items on the list, or well, except the storage system, which we're going to be working on very soon. But before we get the walls in, which is my next step, I need to do something for Shouts. Or well, I want to do something for Shouts because he's offering me money. I should have, yes, stack of emerald blocks, and I should have some books laying around. Got a chicken on board back here, and I hope this counts as a passenger because I'd like to complete some missions as well, get some extra money. Ooh, someone actually went and connected this up. All right, let's see what we got here. Protection 4, Depth Strider, need Aqua Affinity, Fortune 3, I don't think we need. Charles. Hello. Hello.
Oi!
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Wait, could I
Feeding the
get
cows
3 wheats there? Could I get 3 wheats there and feed them to the cows? Thank you.
Is it a vision?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're picking up my cows?
I have books for you.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my.
Wait, no price?
Well, what do you want to pay me?
Wait.
I mean, I didn't expect you to grab them and run away.
Okay, no. You know what? I can. Wait. How much do you want?
I don't really know. How much will you give me, Shaz?
I don't know. I don't know the price of books.
I don't know the price of books either. I mean, I spent 6 hours getting those books
That is a lot.
the first day.
So we might not be talking spurs here. Talking bevels.
Sure, yeah. Let's do bevels. Thank you.
First time using bevels.
Yeah, you could have even used a cog for that.
Yeah, that's true. I could have paid with it, but that's I'll save that for something bigger.
Oh yeah,
Or this
yeah,
was big.
for
This
something
was
bigger. This was big. Yeah,
huge.
yeah, big.
Momentous. Yeah.
Been preparing the schematic cannon here, but I am missing a block that I completely forgot to gather more of. Because I think, well, I have 3 stacks and I need 3.5 stacks. I don't need that much more tough, but I'm always needing tough. And it would just so happen that I have a lot of extra drills. So, improved drill. Huh? I'm not exactly sure how much bigger I am making it, but I think I can safely say that it's the biggest drill I've ever had, which also means we're gonna have to improve that storage down there a bit. This might also be a little overkill, but I should have to worry about it at least. Time to test the new and improved drill. I think it's safe to say that the new and improved drill worked wonders. I mean, I didn't run it through too many tough piles, but the amount of deep slate in here now... Whew. Also, an unloading system for this in the future, definitely needed. With the last material gathered, I set off the schematic cannon to help me build up the interior walls. Going for the standard red texturing across the entire wall with a deep slate / tough roof topping it off. Also, a few final details for some of the create machines. Inside is definitely coming together. Definitely doesn't look as messy anymore. I also added in the slots for where our chests are gonna go, which, yeah, we'll be sorting the storage system pretty soon. Oh, and the belts. The belts are in. Figured might as well let the schematic kind of do them because they're a little messy. They're kind of going through in and outside of the builds, so I thought I'd be just a little lazy. But with that done, we now have free reign on the inside, and I want to get some details in because currently I'm lighting this entire area up with torches, and all of this doesn't look very supported or busy for that matter. So I have a few extra resources laying around that I want to use to spice it up a bit, and also the whole reason we went to the end. First of all, a simple detail with some lights around where the chests are. Now I'm just gonna start connecting pillars up. It's actually crazy what just these beams throughout the entire thing does to it. It looks so much more busy and actually supported. I've got some plans to add even more up higher and, well, the monorail that actually will get us in and out of this place, along with some water elevators going up into what's going to become the office and control room of the entire city. But I'm thinking we get those water streams and those details in later once we get that storage working, or well, built. I think I'm going to power them later. But before we tackle the top floor of the build, we need to fix the storage, which it's already sort of functional. It's just missing a few small things like all the chests. And while I was working on designing all of this, I was streaming a bunch of it. And if you're named James had a genius suggestion when it came to the actual storage part of things. He had a lot of suggestions like using the water streams and everything to save on lag. But this is definitely the coolest one. So it's gonna start off like most storages do, with just a wall of chests and then funnels on the back. Then we're gonna do a row of chutes at the top of this, and it's very important that this is smart chutes, obviously, well, because we don't want the wrong items in the system. How this works is we're going to have list filters on all of these brass funnels right here, and then those list filters will themselves be on a list filter on the chute. So when items go across the top up here, if one of the chests down here sort them, the chutes bot will know and will let them through. That will go into the chest, and wada bing bada boom, we have a storage, and it's super fast. A lot faster and cheaper to make than my arm system, for example, in my Skyblock world. And well, the ones that don't really work, where the arms are too slow for the belts, it's just a mess. Only downside is that this one is a little trickier to set up, or a little more time consuming to set up, because you need to change this list filter whenever you change one of these. But I'm sure we'll be fine, right? Hopefully. And of course, this system down here we added in earlier, if a chest is full and can't access, then they will travel into the storage down here. But luckily for you, that sorting is something that I do off camera, so that's just pain for me. Definitely gonna procrastinate setting that up completely, but let's get the rest of the walls in. Ran out of food, but the chests are in. Filters are not. That's going to be a work in progress behind the scenes. But that does pretty much complete this room. Other than, well, okay, well, not really. The monorail is missing, and we need the chutes to get me up to the top. But I think I'm at a point now where I can say phase 2 is complete. A new phase means another trip into the chests, and I want to get majority of the items crossed off my list as fast as possible, so that we can build this office/control. I've got probably one, if not the best interior I've ever built planned, and can't wait to get it into the world. Did decide to start using my illegal shulker boxes, but we got a few resources put together and a few more decorations on the list. As we have this mod I found when I was working on the interior that had so many little decoration blocks, and I just thought it'd be stupid not to use them, and I found a great use for these papers. And it looks like I already have a bunch of it, and I think I'm gonna need some books as well here in a little bit, so we'll grab that. But we need, yeah, we do need posters. Don't need too many, I don't think. We're gonna get, we'll get 16. Then scattered paper, we're definitely gonna need a lot of, probably even more than 32. I want so much of this. Finally, some paper stacks, which, yeah, 18 is not gonna be enough. I think I grabbed the sugar cane to craft 40. Yeah, that should be enough. A treasure map, because I don't know, thought it'd be funny maybe. Now, how do you craft a map? It's a compass, right? It's just like this. No, this. Yes. And an old globe. And there's also some jars. Let's see, where are those? Smelted. And that gives us our jars. Now, another thing that interested me was the book stacks and the books. Okay, so that's just literally just books. Now I need a... Wait, can you? It'd be nice if you could crush them down. I get why you can't do that, because getting perfect books from that would be a little weird. So you craft up 16 book stacks. And this makes us 8 books, which that will hopefully be enough. And for the final things, I need to go on a little adventure, because I need a lot of placards, because I need to actually be able to see which switches go to which farms. I also need a bit of extra wool, so we might as well grab that on our way. There's a little plains patch up here in the middle of the jungle. Oh, some sheep right here. Get the sparse jungle spawns animals. Gonna have to color these later to the colors I want, but that's fine. I have enough dice. 13 wool should actually be enough. I really don't need a lot, so cows next. Aha, one singular cow. I need quite a lot of leather here. 5 from... Okay, well, that's not bad. I might be a little desperate, and there are some horses down here too. Ooh, that's a good one. Back at the base with some dice. It's time to do a bit of crafting here, where first of all we need to make 20 item frames, turn those into placards and color them gray. Then we're gonna need some carpets, and let's see, can I use 2 different woods for this? Yes, a red chair, and then I think that's a red chair, and I want gray floor chairs, which is double slabs. Okay, just gray floor chairs, and that finishes off the mini decorations. No, actually don't. We need some dark oak, and I just want to make 2 dark oak chairs. Back into the starter base, we've got to build up so that we can actually reach the control room. Reaching the top here on the second tower. Right. this is how that top looks. Want to just extend up a bit more mangrove wood right at the top, or a bit of mangrove wood at the top, up to this layer, and then, well, I guess I'll add in the water when I break this scaffolding at the bottom. That will flow down. Then we gotta repeat this on the other side, where obviously I didn't need to use the wood on the other side, but I did, so it's fine. We'll just use regular here. Water going down this tube, and then I have the kelp on me, so if we just drop down here, wait for the water as well, build all of this up, break the kelp at the bottom now, and at the top I've installed a nice floor where there are a few holes in them, and I want to fix these right over here first. So I need to grab some valves, mechanical bearings, water wheel, large cogwheel, yep, that. Okay, a few different things. Mechanical bearings are going to go right down here. Decided to use a shaft on that. I could have used like a glass pane, but shaft will work. And then this one will have a red chair, and these two will have dark oak chairs on them. I have the glue with me. Oh yeah, we could glue these together. This over here is where I want to install a button. We also need to bring... Actually, I can change some blocks out here. We'll just move these blocks up a block. We now remove that block. Some polished deep slate should have me covered. Dark oak button right there, and then just cover that up. So you connect that link, and then we have the other one on this block, and I'll add something there. And I don't have my dies on me. I need to start keeping these on me all the time. While we are down here, though, we might as well hook those two up. I need to break another one block on each one to access this one, so I can set it to only place when anchor destroyed. Now I gotta figure out how I want this. Hopefully, yes, the chairs have been rotated, and I think that should be good angles. We'll just replace those, and we'll see that one, but that's fine. With a desk in, imagine I'm having a meeting with you, and I've been expecting you. I don't know. It's so role-playing, but I don't know. I thought it'd be super funny. With the main piece of this room in, I want to add a bit of height by adding two identical staircases spiraling up either side of the room, using our mangrove wood for the floor and then some weathered copper trapdoors for the railings. I really wanted to use the railings from Create Deco, but I can't get them to like actually run up the side in a nice way, so we had to compromise, and yeah, I don't have enough wax yet. Something else that would clean this room up is of course a roof. And to light this room up, I'd like to build a chandelier. I still want to make a chandelier in the basement, but I'm probably not going to be able to do that for a little bit as I need a beacon, and I think I'm just going to fix that when I'm fixing the Guardian farm. But doesn't mean I can't have a chandelier up here. So up into the middle here, let's bring down two industrial chains or large chains. Then I want to do a decorated pot and a rose quartz lamp as the base of the chandelier. Rose quartz lamp works like copper bulbs where you power it and it stays powered. Around this we use some mangrove fences. On top of that we have our candles, which I'm really, yes, I have a flint and steel on me. Then we just do some chandelier, no, and end rods on the bottom. Yep, there we go. Get rid of our scaffolding, and that looks really cool. Been tinkering with what's going to become some shelves here, trying to get some breaker switches and the placards along with redstone links in. I think I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to like this, and this is just something to fill the room, and I think I want to have another one over here. We'll just bring that up a couple of blocks. Redstone links, switches, and we may get another little shelf down here. Then I have a lot of dark oak trapdoors and copycat panels, which I want to use together to make the faces of this, because, well, I'm going to be honest, these are very messy shelves, and maybe not shelves at the moment. Okay, I've been running around and I've added in some of our dusty decoration stuff sort of everywhere and try to fit in even more switches. I think I'm gonna have a hard time getting more in now, so this is probably what we're gonna end up with, but I'm pretty sure there should be around 20 or so. Well, 18, because I have 2 great placards left. Wait, actually, you should be able to use this wall right here too. Can I get in here? Oh yes, I can. There we go. Now we're out of placards. So we have 20 farms that we can turn on and off in here, and hoping that will be enough for now at least. Ooh, yes, right. I have some chairs, the great chairs I crafted earlier. Should be able to just slap one in right here, add a little desk for it. Then we add that in, and maybe just like a bunch of books around this. I actually really like that, and I have enough to make 2 more. So let's have one up here, and then we'll do one on the other side as well. Maybe right here in the middle, put some stairs up, lectern. Oh, that's a little tall. Right there. And this interior is quickly being filled out. I've already started here on the staircase, but I like the idea of just having paper piles everywhere. Probably mainly because there's this giant pile of paper over here. Then wouldn't hurt with a few plants. First vegetation in the city. And I think to finish this part of the interior off, just some railings so that if you do go up here, you don't instantly fall down again. But that should be it if we just remove the shulker boxes in the corner. I'm just in love with this office. I can't. This has to be one of the best interiors I've made. I know I have a lot of modded blocks that I can use to make it better, obviously, but still, I'm so happy with how this design turned out. Except cleaning up, I think the only thing left to do now is give the starter base power. Eventually, my goal is to power this entire city from just one power building, but obviously I don't have that power building just yet, and I really have no idea how much stress units we need for this. So instead of making a brand new steam engine in the starter base, I'm going to first of all try to just hook it up to the iron farm. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's probably gonna overstress, or like it's going to overstress, but I still want to give it a try. Let's see, where do we just hook this up to? I think, yes, okay, we'll just hook it up to one of these right here. Maybe this one. Bring this shaft down, and we'll figure it out, and we'll connect these 2 up. Hope we can have enough shafts. Yes, I do. Overstress. Wait, no, there's no way. That has enough stress units to power all my machines? And it's all spinning the right way? No, I don't believe it. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I think I'm missing a shaft here. Yeah, this is gonna overstress it. Yeah, okay. I was so shocked it worked, but yeah, that makes sense. Let's make 5 more steam engines then, so that we can make a tier 9 steam engine. We're also gonna have to extend the lava farm, but that's fine. We'll sort that out after we get the steam engine up. Let's quickly run over here and join our blaze burners, or well, build them. Should have everything on me now to upgrade the steam engine, and I don't see 150,000 SU being too little for what I need. The starter base doesn't use that much, and I think that we have enough space in here to just add on without having to move anything. Those should probably power up instantly. Yep. Take down these steam engines for now. We have to move this entire system just slightly. Let's see. Size and water. Size and heat. Yeah, they're all lined up. Okay, I don't need to make it bigger. We'll add these in. Gotta move this over 1 block. What is the settings on? Okay, powers the starter base. Powers the iron farm. Now just gonna expand the lava farm. Okay, I can't wait to see all of this. I'm seeing belts. Oh, it's spinning. I've been playing the creative mod for well over 1.5 years, and it still is the most exciting part when you see everything that you've built start spinning. Except these though. Why aren't you spinning? What's going on here? Oh, okay. Wait, I see it. Boom. There we go. Is that the only thing that wasn't spinning? It looks like it actually. Or well, not really, because Gout did break my sock. He came over for 5 seconds, blew up a creeper, and started a raid, and then left. But yes, it's missing a cog right here that we will encase later. And all of the storage tech should also be working, since these machines are all powered by that central build. But that does mean that after I've cleaned that up, done all the filtering, which is going to take me hours, and nothing I'm going to show because it's just so boring. It does mean that the starter base interior is done. And that means the starter base is done. Okay. Well, maybe not. I want to add more details on the outside, but that's a stream project that I have for whenever I don't have a stream plan. So that's a future edition. But other than that, it's done. And I guess the monorail needs to... the starter base interior is done. Okay, I'm just going to say it. It's done. But I actually absolutely just love it. In between the episodes here, I'm going to get moved in and actually start using this inside. But thank you so very much for watching this video. It's a little different because we barely left the inside of my base. We have been working on an interior for a whole episode, which is insane. I normally don't do interiors, so this is very, very different. But like I said, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.